Good morning, Javon Para. Welcome to The Drive. Today we're going to be talking about tacking your way to your destination. So tacking in a nautical is a nautical term. When you want to go into the wind, you got to go back and forth, zigzagging your way forward, using the wind at angles to get the sailboat to go into the wind. And if you look at a trip that a sailboat is making from a far enough distance away, it's going to look like a straight line, like if it's going across an ocean. So from a distance, with enough vantage point, it looks straight. Hey, you got there. But when you're down in the thick of it, when you're going in one direction to move forward into the wind, you're actually going away from where you want to go. And in that moment, if you analyze your whole trip by the perspective of where you're at in that moment, and that's all you gauge it by, you're going the wrong way. It could seem like you're going the wrong way, but it's just a tack. You're going back and forth and back and forth. So, such is life. But with an adequate amount of vantage or perspective, you can see that we always end up in the right place. How many times, maybe for you, certainly for me, but how many times have you thought things were going really bad only to find out that bad thing ended up being a good thing, right? Whether it was a place that you didn't like living, and you know, I didn't like living in Missouri for a while, and looking back, some of the most beautiful things in my life happened there, and some of the most beautiful lessons in my life I learned there, and some of the most beautiful people that I still know and love today I met there, all from a place that I didn't like being there when I was there. Jobs, relationships, I mean, it's endless. And maybe it makes me think of, even right now, maybe going in the wrong direction, or maybe you're in the wrong direction, or so it seems. But something about resisting the direction that you're in right now creates more resistance and creates more bad feelings. So just some perspective. With a big enough vantage point, you can see, man, this might actually work out. I just don't see it right now. And that perspective alone often loosens yourself up a little bit so that it doesn't hurt so bad. Kind of like the drunk person that gets in a car crash, and everyone else in the car that was not drunk gets hurt, and then the drunk guy is perfectly fine, walks away without a scratch, without a bruise. It's because they were loose. No resistance. And so, such is life. If we go about it without resistance to whatever's coming, with a hope that from a certain vantage point, it's all going to work out, and maybe even a hope that it's being orchestrated for our good, that it is all working out for us because it has to work out for us because that's the plan. With that vantage point, wow, it makes life a lot more enjoyable, the experience better. I think it's a great thought.